to me, click.
What's up, yo? It's your guy Big Eddie, and if it's your first time coming across this channel, I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and don't forget to leave a comment on the comment section. Finally, the season is over. It was a wonderful season, I should say, despite that we didn't lift the trophy as we anticipated as Arsenal Football Club. But I should say that I really enjoyed, personally, I enjoyed the season. Yes, it would have been better if we had won the silverware. But again, we need to look at the positive and the negative things that happened throughout the season. The boys really did so well. The coach had a good plan. It's only that the plan was never executed the way we thought. And that's the reason as to why we fell behind Manchester City with 2 points. Now we are heading to the new season. And as I've always said that new season as it begins, we need to prioritize and get to know where we went wrong, what we did that made us not to achieve our goals. And once we do that, then we'll be able to come up, we may be able to come back better and stronger next season. So I should say when I look at the way we performed this season, I'll rate it at 8. That is 8 over 10. That's how I can be able to rate our football club and the players at large. That is plus the manager himself. They really played so well. It's only that, as I'd said, that there are few hitches here and there that actually made us not to pick or to collect the silverware this season, actually the Premier League. And now as we are planning to go forward, what next now? Because you see, the season has come to an end. We've come number 2, higher points than what we had last season. And now we need to focus and plan and know what went wrong. Why didn't we collect more points than Manchester City? And you see, even when we were playing, the big teams that we played against, the big 6 teams that we played against, I should say that we outdid them. In the sense that most of those teams, we either drew with them or we defeated them. The likes of Manchester United, we beat them home and away. The likes of Chelsea, we drew at Stamford Bridge. They came at Emirates, we thrashed them 5-0. The likes of Tottenham, we drew at the Emirates and we beat them at their home. The likes of Manchester City, we beat them at home and we drew at Etihad. And when you look at these games, the way we played them, I should say that if at all we could have won a game like, for example, let's say the games like Fulham. These are the games, the small teams that made us to drop points. Fulham is not a small team. Let me not say that's a small team. If we could have won the games, you see, like Manchester City, the games that they've played at Etihad, they've collected maximum points. I think maybe probably a draw is what they've gotten. The worst they've gotten is a draw. But for us as Arsenal, most of the games that we played, yes, we've won. We've had a good run this season. We've won like about 28 games. We've drew very few. We've collected most of in terms of goals. We've conceded less goals. That tells you that this team is really progressing, and where we are heading to, we're even going to be even better. And if only we can be able to look at the areas that we need to build. And personally, the area that I think that needs to be built is the center forward. Yes, someone might say, yes, we'll be scoring goals. But you see, the difference between us and City is that they have a little striker. Someone that will come, if you are not your defense is not in a good shape, he will score a hat-trick. And for this season, I have not seen any of an Arsenal fan who has scored a hat-trick. And that's where the difference is between us and Manchester City. That's the difference. And going forward, we need to get a striker. And this window, the transfer window is opening. We should focus and go get a striker. I know we've been linked, people like, we've been linked with a number of players out there. And these are the players that we need to go and get. See, like yesterday, Saka had an injury. And because of the injury, we don't have that person that can come and cover him in that position and ensure that he plays better than Saka, or tries someone who can be able to try and play like Saka. So we need to get someone who's going to be better than Saka, or someone who will push Saka so that he becomes even better. Saka is our star boy. Yes, I know. And he's been doing so well. He's been scoring goals. And we need, when you're coming to the next season, we need to ensure that we get someone who can support him, who can push him so that he can be better than he is right now. See someone like Kai. Kai has been playing so well. Yes, he's been playing that false number 9, false 9. But you see, we need to get someone who will even push him, or someone who will play now that the number 9 position, the striker position, the center forward position, someone who can bang 20 goals and above. Kai is a good player, but Kai will give you probably 15 goals. See, we have Jesus. Jesus is not a little striker. Yes, will give you goals, but this is a player who will give you, when in a good season, when when the time that is in good condition, he can give you probably 15 goals. And then we come to this other side, the left wing side, whereby now we have Martinelli who's playing there. Martinelli this season hasn't been so good. I think it's because after the injury that he got, when you compare him this season and last season he did so well, he played so well, but this season he hasn't been on form at all. And that's why we need someone, at least now that they have, they've been playing that wing, they've been playing with whom? That wing, they need someone, or rather, that wing, you can say that it's at the moment it's okay, but as we going forward, if we can get someone who is better in the left wing as well, then it's good. And then another position that I wish us to address is the midfield. Partey at the moment, Partey with the injuries, is not been performing. Sorry, I have a cold. So Partey, with the injuries that he's been getting also, he hasn't been himself, and is a player that comes, performs when he's in good condition, in perfect condition, and then after a few games he gets an injury and all that, and this one derails him from performing or becoming better in that position. So if you can get a midfielder, someone who will connect properly with Rice. Wow, talking of Rice, this was a well spent, as in the money that we spent on Rice, 100 million, that was well spent, because this player, to me, I should say, is the man of the season, player of the season for Arsenal. Because the way he commanded that midfield, and even when you see the game that we played with Everton, the game that we just played, the last game with Everton, Rice was just on point. So I was talking about the left wing side, whereby we have Trossard and Martinelli. Martinelli and Trossard, they can play. Yes, they can play. They can continue playing the way they are. I don't see. Let's pray that as we begin a new season, as we go for pre-season, Martinelli will come back sharpened. Trossard will come back sharpened, and then after we do that, we get a center forward, we get a right wing who's going to compete with Saka. Then I think by then we'll have made it, or we'll have achieved the best. And then when you look at the defense is okay. I should say the defense is okay. we have no hiccup at the defense, which we can strengthen if we can get someone. I've seen we've also been linked with a number of players. If we can be able to get someone who can be able to perform or maybe probably outdo one among our defenders, or someone that can be a backup. We also need to get someone who can be a backup at that defense, so that at least we avoid a situation whereby when you get an injury, that position is left unattended to. We have players, but they are not performing as the ones who been in that position. If we can get a player that can be able to work in that position, then that I will say that we need to go and get such a player. And next season we need to come back and look at what costed us not to pick or to be crowned English Premier League champion. First of all, there are games that we lost that we were not supposed to lose. And you see, that's the difference between us and City. You see, City is a team that the games that you thought probably they were going to drop points, they never dropped points. And the difference between us and them is that. Is it because maybe probably they are experienced more than us? Maybe. They have experienced coach? Maybe. They have experienced players? Maybe. But we need to address such areas that we didn't perform well. Look an example. A game that we lost, like a game with Aston Villa, that was not a game that we were supposed to lose. Yes, we lost away when we played them at their home, but we were not supposed to lose at the Emirates. And you see, the points that City has defeated us is only 2 points. And the 2 points is a game that probably we played Aston Villa and we lost at home. The game that we lost, we drew with the game that we drew with Fulham at home, the game that we drew with Tottenham at home. Those are the games that we were supposed to win. And another thing, I saw someone, I was supposed somewhere that Rodri was saying that the difference between Arsenal and them and Manchester City is that Arsenal, when we were going there, we went there with an intention of getting a draw. We never went there to win. And if we can go next season with the mentality that no matter what team that we are playing, we are playing with them with an intention of collecting maximum 3 points. Then I see next season is going to even be better than this season. Next season we're going even to finish the season with more points than we've finished this season. And I thank the coach himself, the manager himself, and even the captain. The way they say that the season, yes, the season has come to an end, but we are not supposed to be comfortable with how the season has ended. We need to come back next season with more desire, with more. We need to be even more hungry to win something. And we thank the Kroenkes also that they've decided to back the team. They decided to spend money come next season. I know we've been linked to players like Benjamin Sesko of Leipzig of Germany. We need to go get this player. He's a player that has not been utilized that much in that league. He actually started, from what I saw, he started playing, I think, beginning towards the end of this season. That's around January, and he scored a number of goals. And he's very young, 20 years of age. We can go get Isak from Newcastle. And once we get these are players that we need to get them early in advance, so that by the time we are starting pre-season, we are there. They should be put to the track. Let them start running the field. Let them start being put into skills, so that we can be able to gel properly as a club. So that even as we start the new season, we'll be the team that is looking forward to achieve something at the end of the season. So I don't know about you, my subscribers, those who are watching. Whom do you think in Arsenal has performed so well, or someone who had brought a difference, and probably What do you think that needs to be done so that at least when it comes next season, we can be able to do better than we performed this season? I say that Rice has been the man. If you can be able to, and even Odegaard, the captain himself, they've been so good. The defense, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Raya, all these players have done so well in Arsenal this season, and I trust that next season they're going to come back even better. And with the new few additions that we're going to have, then Arsenal is going to become the team to be watched by many. Till next time, it's your guy Big Eddie. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment on the comment section. Till next time, adios.